Hi Cancer, welcome to your March 2025 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anisha and I talk everything around astrology and tarot. Cancerians, we are starting the month with two retrogrades. We are starting with a Venus retrograde and we're starting with a Mercury retrograde. Now the Venus retrograde starts from 1st of March and it carries on till about 12th of April, wherein we have Mercury, which is going to be starting from 15th of March and it carries on till about 7th of April. They're fairly intense retrogrades and they're both happening in Pisces. It's moving from, it's retrograding, it's moving back from Aries to Pisces. So we can expect relationship reassessment, we can expect financial reflections, we can expect communication delays and inner transformation as well. So use this time to revisit past themes, clear unresolved issues and avoid impulsive decisions as well. So plan carefully any major commitments as far as love is concerned, finances are concerned and travel is concerned, and embrace self-growth during this intense retrograde period. The general advice stays the same for Mercury retrograde. Communication, travel, technology, decision making needs to be done extremely carefully. If at all, I would suggest that just wait till about 12th of April, even though the retrograde Mercury finishes on the 7th, but wait for another week, let the retrograde energy completely get over. So Mercury and Venus are going to be retrograding your house of career. This is the house of public recognition, authority, and authority figures for you. So they can be that career related relationship with bosses, with clients that needs reassessment, romantic entanglements at work, or as far as where your reputation is concerned, that needs to be looked at. A career decision from the past may need some revision from you as well. It's very interesting because with your, in any case, I think getting involved at work is always very tricky. But be extremely careful because your work during this time is going to be perceived if there is a promotion or if there is, some way that your papers are being reassessed, that how it is that you have been, if you've been working very hard, if you've been exemplary at your work, if you've been really, honest, putting in your best, then really you don't need to worry with the retrograde, except avoid signing papers during this time, because everything will depend upon the past performance with this retrograde. It's nothing new that you will be doing, Cancerians, that will sort of come up over there. So be very careful, and also I think as far as a career decision, something which you had, again, it's again an old job that comes back. Maybe you may be reassessing that as well. Maybe you could go back to your old employer and that could be of some help to you. Maybe that could also come up for consideration for those of you who are looking at a change of job. We're closing a month with a full moon and a total lunar eclipse in Virgo. And of course, the full moon in Virgo is all about organization, it's about health, it's about service, and it could just be a period of heightened awareness to daily routines, to where you're assessing your own efficiency. And the interesting thing is that now a lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon every month, but not every full moon has an eclipse. But this time there is a full moon and a lunar eclipse which has an eclipse in it, which basically means that it's speaking about major karmic shifts, it's speaking about unexpected changes, it's speaking about sudden revelations, it's speaking about emotional purging, and also it is speaking about closure of past cycles and ties if you have been working really hard on yourself. Also, eclipses at times tend to accelerate destiny, pushing us towards unavoidable life changes as well. Because this is covering your house of communication. We have the retrogrades that are there in your house of career, both Venus and Mercury. And then we have a full moon lunar eclipse, which is there as to how it is that you negotiate, how it is that you convince, how it is that you communicate. And I think that may have a lot to play with the entire success or failure of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, Cancerians. And this is also an important part, I think, where your education also is concerned. If you have not been working hard, if you have not been studying on something that you should have been, if you have not been able to convince people around as far as your work is concerned, because both Venus and Mercury are sitting there in your house of career, and there are already delays that you will be experiencing. But with a karmic shift of something, maybe you may have been expecting that you will get a sudden, not a sudden, but a promotion. But if you've not been working hard, if you've just been like kind of been lazy around it, that it may not happen for you. But it can be that the possibility of the sudden karmic shift, if you have been working hard, if you've really been putting in your best, like I said, then through your communication and your education, which you will be able to put it to good use, it can be that things sort of open up for you. It is also an extremely important time, I think, for because we have you carry on having Neptune as well, which is, I'd spoken about it in the annual charts for you as well, which is a planet which causes a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos. And you also have Saturn, which is there in your house of career for the next 3 years. So Neptune for a good 13 years, 12 years, and Saturn for a good, for a good 3 years. So I think they can be quite sudden, unexpected changes. Some of you may lose a job. Some of you may just have to leave the country. And in certain cases, it may also be, like I said, if you have really been putting in the work, it could just be that the karmic cycle gets healed and you are gifted with something really wonderful. And I really hope that you do. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Cancerians. I'll see you again soon. And thank you so much for watching.